this drive. And the defense holds firm. About Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Give to the running back. Fights off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they?
Turning it on! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he added the extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. give to the running back from the shotgun. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for it.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he drops him just a little too slippery in the hand.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. And now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeye. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down.
reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because the
looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Finding open areas. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. He now has 79 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Clemson! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To adjust the pattern. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. This drive going to the air. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense looks like they're coming. He'll try to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture.
Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium, and frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a third and long. Quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
See if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to throw on first down. They'll go with the quick touch pass. He brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throw. He's working against the clock. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for a fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
Downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. formation will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the catch. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That's incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, might change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. To the ground, he's got it again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Did a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quick completion to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun.
stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be things started on this drive from the 24. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the moment. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. Well, it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude. More of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Big 4th down coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll line up to go for 2. Sets up the throw. A little release to the back. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Rojas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Got it in the middle, it's Rojas. On the move at the 30. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, third and short, defense was definitely thinking run. And instead, they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up first and goal.
Explosive play, put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Powers forward. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically, the link breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He might want another play. On the direct snap, it's Rojas. Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers.
Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Running to Green. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Rojas. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
All right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. Hard running there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
And 6. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Rojas. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On the move. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll get rid of it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
To the air on second down. Working that left side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This is a real statement game, proving that you're worthy of this lofty ranking, holding off a challenger and doing it with a great passing game.
No doubt. And early in the season, like, you're trying to prove that ranking, right? There's a lot of people that doubt preseason polls and what they amount to and what they mean. But this passing attack, Palmer, it looks legit.
You're absolutely right, David. I think a lot of that preseason ranking was what happened last year, who they have coming back. But you can't ignore the talent these guys have at the quarterback position and the dudes they've got downfield catching it. That's shown up today. I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This, it'll be a wrap. On the ride. Quick toss. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out